Right here is where I actually slept, in a cardboard box. It was kind of scary. You know, I didn't get proper sleep, wondering if some nut job was gonna pass by and start trouble or whatever here. I live in a shelter now. I don't live with my mother or my daughter, but I'm hoping that'll change. My mother lets me visit my daughter, but I can't sleep in my mother's home. Cause she's still leery that I might do what I used to do again. I was a crackhead, smoking crack. So what did you see in the museum? Mommy's never been to the museum, and you have to tell her what's in the museum.
Have.
No, I haven't. I lied many times to my mother, you know, telling her that I was not doing drugs anymore. And one day, my mother said, I'm going out, and I'm going to trust you to leave you here. And as soon as my mother left, I took all my daughter's Barbie dolls, and I sold them. My mother told me that until I got into a program that I wasn't allowed back in her home. She didn't want me to talk to my daughter. She didn't want to let me see my daughter. And that kind of hit me hard.
I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the difficult questions that we've encountered on a job interview before. Like how to handle a question about the gap in your resume. So what have you been doing, right? I see here that you haven't been working for a while. Anybody in here concerned about gaps on a resume?
It's uncomfortable for me because a lot of people, they don't want to take a chance on somebody that's, you know, messed around with drugs.
You're worried. You're worried about what? What are you worried about? That they might assume that...
Yeah, a lot of them, I mean, a lot of people relapse. So they say, well, she's clean now, but if the job is too much for her, she might go run out there and do it again. And
Sure. We need to address it, because then if somebody asks you that in an interview and all of a sudden you look, you know, terrified, or you look like you're afraid to respond, I'm hitting on a nerve. And so what do people do when they've hit on a nerve?
They stay.
Oh, they keep pressing your button. Go. And I hate to say this, but a really good interviewer will do that.
When you do wear foundation, it's also a nice way of protecting the skin against the assaults of the environment. But most importantly, the rest of the makeup that you wear, such as your blushers, your lipsticks, and even your eyeshadows, make more sense.
It's going to be a whole new year.
I've never worn lipstick. I've never liked to wear lipstick.
She has first try.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Ready?
No. Is there Estee Lauder security? Get out of here.
Trace your lips.
And this, if I put it on, are you gonna leave me alone for the rest of the
Yeah, I promise.
I mean, how do you put this thing on?
You start from the corner, go down. Yeah, use the pointy part, right? And go down, right? Oh, great. First time.
Oh my God.
A snail.
A snail.
A bird.
Oh, you know, who got snails? I look forward to any time I can spend with my daughter, but the time that I don't like is when I have to leave. And Sheena, mommy will call you tomorrow. I gotta go, okay? Give me a kiss. You wanna walk me to the door? She doesn't understand why I have to leave. She doesn't understand why I can't stay.
Hi.
Be a good girl, okay? Mommy will call you tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye.
Bye.
My mother has guardianship of my daughter through court. I have to get a job and a home with a room for my daughter. And then when that's done, then I'll get her back.
Diana? I'm looking for a dispatcher mainly to help the guy up front with the bikers and the truckers. You've done that. My only question is, what happened after '87? See? You have here Here you stayed for 5 years. I mean, not 5 years. Here you stayed for a month. This is where you were here for a while.
87, 90.
Right. And here you lasted 5 years. What happened after here?
Well,
After
I went
90.
to here. It's after actually 90 family. My daughter, actually raising my daughter.
Oh, okay. Because I want to know why you got out of the business itself.
To be a mom.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough.
The messenger business, it's very small, and most of the places I've left was because of my drugs. And I'm afraid if they want to check, job references, it's a scary situation.
Diana Olazola.
I'm glad that I made it. I always started things and never finished them. And this is one thing that I'm glad that I finished. Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you for listening. Good morning, SM Motor. You got this one going there, but then you have a pickup at 104th Street.
What I actually want to see is the Diana that used to exist about 10 years ago, where I had a good job, where I made money, and I want to have that life back, not only for me, but for my daughter. I want to own a messenger service, and it'll be called Sheena's Express. That's my daughter's name. And if I make it, she'll have a business, and she'll know she'll be rich, and she doesn't have to do anything.
Daddy doesn't walk to the other side, okay? Hold the door.
This is actually the biggest day of my life, moving into my own apartment. My dream come true.
What elevator? We live on the second floor.
This is the first time I've ever had my own apartment. I never even knew what it was to sign a lease and have my own keys, not my mother's keys. I'm happy. I had a smile all day from the moment I woke up, and I'm still smiling because I can't believe that I actually did it. And
your room is gonna be here. Everything that's gonna come in this room, you're gonna pick it. Okay?
Everything.
Everything, anything you want for this room, you could pick.
it made me feel good. She's really excited, and so am I. Just seeing the expression in her face and her knowing that it's her room.
You put your shoes on the floor.
And the thing for the clothes.
Yeah.
It's big.
It's big, huh? You like
it? It's
it?
not like the one from home.
No. Well, this is gonna be home.
I owe a lot to my daughter. I mean, she's 6 years old, and I can't say I've given her the proper life. I talked to Ms. Williams, and she said that you can bring your little dog.
And I can have my cat, too?
She said you can have a cat, yes. I got a lot of making up, not only to me, but to her.